The sun always rises.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the other Sun. So we're here for another episode of The Sun Always Rises, and today we're going to have a quick little commentary on a Jungle Nautilus game. So I think for this game we probably won't do the entire thing. It's a 40-minute game, it's a bit long, and it just kind of drags on. So I think we'll just kind of focus on, I don't know, the first 10 minutes, and maybe go from there, maybe go to 15 depending. It's mostly just a quick little, I don't know, demonstration, I guess, of a video as Nautilus that went really well. We'll see a couple plays that I think were pretty decent. Maybe some people will pick up a couple things. So there are some issues with Nautilus overall. Just in the meta, he doesn't do any damage. He's a really supporty jungle, kind of like Nunu. So a lot of people take issue with the fact that after like 20 minutes, all you do is peel. You can't really do damage. So this Vayne walks right into us. Morgana gets the snare, and I get the hook just to confirm it, because I don't want her to flash away. I get the first blood, which is questionable, I guess. It probably would have been a lot better on Caitlyn. Like, the upside to me getting first blood is I can go and get my next jungle item, and it makes my clear really, really fast in comparison. But it probably would have benefited Kate a lot more, because then she could have backed and got a second item versus Vayne. So let's fast forward a little bit, just because we're waiting on buffs here. So Aatrox is going to use red. I'm going to get my blue. We'll fast forward a little bit more. So I get a good leash. I get my blue. Just auto-attacking it down. I probably should have used the spell, but I don't know. I was probably typing to my teammates about my plan. So I get blue, going red. We'll fast forward a little bit more, because this is just kind of straightforward. Okay, get the buff. Okay, now we're on our way to Gank Town. So I come down, happen to see Aatrox, who just walks right by me, and at this level I can duel Aatrox easy. So he actually burns flash, which is odd, because I get the anchor off and I kill him right before he tries to get away. His passive pops and we actually kill him. So I have double buffs refreshed. He has no passive. He couldn't get away. So at this point I'm like massively ahead. I am now 2-0. I should have, what, like over 1,000 gold? Yeah, 1,000 gold, pretty much exactly. So we'll fast forward. I finish golems, and I don't remember if I actually back or if I use my double buffs again. I hope I use my double buffs again. I should be putting massive pressure on the lanes because I have a refreshed double buff. So let's see. So, clear race, which is fine. I should do a gank here. I have double buffs. Aatrox has nothing. He doesn't have his passive. So we're going to slowly waddle on up top. Renekton has no wards and he's pushed pretty far into the lane. Force him to burn flash. Okay, so this was a misplay. Let's watch this again. So I come in, do my thing, get my passive down, so he's rooted in place. He flashes. Okay, I should not have flashed there because I did not communicate to Jax that I wanted to continue the kill. That was a mistake, because now I've wasted my flash and he's not going to die. I honestly thought he was going to die to the ignite, and then Jax tanks 2 tower shots, so now he's a little bit weaker. The smarter play there should have been burn flash, force him to back. Jax gets a ton of free CS. He can force either 1 or 2 waves into tower, which would have been way smarter. And then Jax would just overall be ahead in the lane. Like, he's still ahead because he has an assist, but it just would have been wiser to not, you know, waste our flashes in an attempt to get that kill. That was a misplay. So we're going to go back and buy. I'll fast forward again. So I get my boots of mobility, and I have my, what's this thing called? Spirit Stone. Yeah, that's it. Couldn't remember what it was called. So I got Moby boots, and now I'm really, really in a good position to gank. How much longer do I have my buffs? My buffs are about to expire, which is fine, because my blue will be back up in about a minute or so. So I come down bot. They have ward coverage. There's not much I can really do here. This Vayne's actually chunking really hard. I don't want to die, and luckily I managed to get out. But I kind of mess up because as a result of me going in so hard like that, bot gets killed, and a double actually. Thresh goes under tower so I can kill him real quick. So let's rewind that real fast and see how I messed up here. So I came into a clearly warded lane and got condemned into the wall and then hooked. So I had to back. Like, I could not stay. Unfortunately, the Nami bubble doesn't hit Vayne. If it did, we could have possibly made a bigger play there. But Aatrox comes in at a really good time to counter jungle. He picks up the Nami kill. Has a really good skill shot there, and then Thresh gets the hook, picks up the kill on Kate. Whether that was worth it or not is questionable, because they probably could have just forced a fight under turret, and I was so low I couldn't have really helped anyway. So overall, the misplay by me is I came in close to a wall, I let Vayne condemn me into it, which was dumb, and then I had to kind of face tank the Thresh hook. So they played really well there, and Aatrox had like the perfect timing to be in the bot lane. Morgana's going to try and make something happen here, but it's not going to happen, so I guess she'll just pick up the CS. I mean, I don't know, like, I like it when mids roam, but mids need to roam with a purpose, not just kind of like lackadaisical random roaming, if that makes any sense. On the upside, my blue buff should be up. Yep, there it is right there. So my blue buff is up. I'm pinging to Morgana, come take it. So, do I try and clear mid here? Yeah. There's no need for me to be there. I should have just been starting blue. There was no need for me to go mid lane at all. So, small little misplay there. But, we'll continue forward. So, I get her blue. Oh, nope. Want to go back to me, chums. There we go. So I'm gonna waddle on back down bot lane, but again, I know this is warded because I can tell just judging from their actions. But Thresh manages to keep himself too far forward, so watch that one more time. So I know it's warded because just judging from their movements earlier, I had the pretty obvious guess this was warded. But Thresh was really out of position. I get a good hook off. Nami lands a good double. That's a pretty free kill. And I'm glad that Caitlyn got it. I actually auto-attacked there at the end, and I really shouldn't have. I should have just waited because I want Kate to get that kill no matter what. I don't want to take any more kills. So I'm 3-0-1 as Nautilus. I'm doing okay overall. I think this is where I'm just going to go get red. So I'll fast forward through that because it's kind of boring. Yada, yada, yada. Okay. So I had red buff. I'm going into check blues here. And I actually almost get it. Like, I was really close to getting that blue. But this is where I kind of mess up because I overstayed my welcome. So I'm forced to burn flash. Luckily, Aatrox flashes the wrong way. And as a result, he's too far away to get a knock up. He misses his skill shot. Morgana misses hers. We probably, well, it's questionable if we could have killed Aatrox there. So Morgana overstays. She gets out because she has shield, which is fine. But Aatrox still has his passive. I didn't get the blue. I was close, but I didn't. So no dice there. So we'll fast forward through wolves. I'm just fast forwarding through jungle clear because like it's pretty self-explanatory. There's no need to really watch it. So we have ward coverage, but they have that bush warded really hard, so it's hard for Morgana and I to actually gank the lane because there's constantly creep pushing on our tower. So I'm gonna go back and buy. So I get a Kindle gem. I'm building into the golem buff, obviously. I'm gonna pink dragon. There's something there. Again, they still have ward coverage bot, so I can't really gank anywhere. I don't know. At this point, I'm not really sure where I should be because I don't want to counter jungle against Aatrox, and bot lane's kind of like making bad plays every now and then, and we don't want this Vayne to get fed. So I put the ult down. Kate picks up the kill. Thresh overstays. He's trying to kill Kate, but he can't. So this should be a free kill. And I'm kind of forced to pick it up because Kate's out of range to do anything. So that's a good double, but like my whole concern this game is stop the hyper carry because a fed Vayne is really hard to stop, especially as a support tank like Nautilus. Like, yeah, I can peel, but that's not gonna win us a team fight. Like, Vayne is going to have to die constantly. So I think we'll just move on to probably like the 15-minute mark because there's one more play that I kind of want to put in just because I thought it was kind of cool. It was a decent play. So we'll fast forward a little bit. So just doing a wave clear because I don't have any buffs, so there's no need for me to like be super prevalent about ganking. I just kind of come in to harass Renekton here. Like, I'm not trying to get a kill. Sorry if you hear that in my background. That's my cat playing. But so yeah, I'm just kind of like harassing Renekton. Yes, he's doing damage to me, but I don't really care. I'm just kind of trying to get him a little bit lower so Jax can win the lane again. So Aatrox comes up and we had wards there, so we know he's here. Like, we know Aatrox is here, and Jax still wants to go in anyway. So while I question that, if he's going to go in, I might as well go in with him. So I get a good knock up there with my ult. It keeps Jax alive. And they both go under tower against Nautilus. And this is kind of where things go well for me because Jax gets that hit off and then he flashes away. And they come back under tower to try and kill Jax when my passive is just going to root them there. And like if they do any sense of auto attack, they're just going to get hit by turret. So he goes for a skill shot. It's not enough to kill Jax. And we pick up the double there. So in review, let's watch that one more time because this will probably just be where I'll stop the video. So So they go on Jax. He's forced to flash away. I had the knock up so that way he doesn't die right away. I root Aatrox so he can't pursue. I root Renekton so he's forced to flash out. Jax gets that good jump right there, and that makes Renekton waste flash. And then Aatrox tries to kill Jax really quick, but because I have root, he can't. And he burns his passive. Jax gets a really good well-timed stun, and dead. And the nice part is Jax got those kills. I think I might have killed Renekton, I'm not really sure. But I'm 0-4 at this point. Like, I'm stupid far ahead. So we'll fast forward, I get my spirit. And at this point, you'd think we're doing well, but you'd be wrong because Vayne is 3-3-2, and our Caitlyn is 2-4-3. And we won't go through the entire game. Let's fast forward to the next team fight. Let's see if we can do that really quick. So I try to make plays bot, we catch Thresh, Vayne gets away, try and tower dive, doesn't work out. I kill Aatrox again, so now I'm like 5-0-5, which is just dumb. But still can't kill Vayne. Vayne finally dies. Morg makes a good play. And then we get Dragon. Like, okay, I'll just stop here. There's no need to really continue this. So here's the good things about playing Nautilus. I got really far ahead. I have lots of CC, and I helped Jax overall win the game, at least in his lane. So Jax is really far ahead. Mid lane's doing okay because Morgana's roaming overall. I wouldn't say she's necessarily... I don't know. She's like 50 CS up. So yeah, I guess I would say she's winning lane overall because... I don't know. That's questionable. It doesn't really matter. But the problem with this game is that over and over, we don't focus Vayne. Like, Jax and I go straight in on her, but because she has so much damage in the late game, she just chunks us, like, straight up. She just kills us with, like, no sweat whatsoever, and there's not much I can do. Like, I build full tank, but because I'm a supporty jungle, I don't have the damage to kill Vayne. And as a result, like, Thresh and Renekton pretty much just go straight for our Caitlyn, and because Caitlyn can't get on Vayne, Vayne kills our tanks faster than Caitlyn kills theirs, and we end up losing the game. So we can stop here. I mean, that was a good ult on Vayne. It knocks her up, but then incoming suddenly jungle on top. And like this right here is kind of the beginning of the end. Like, we kill Vayne, but I'm just getting caught and I can't really get away. Like, I desperately wanted to hook out of that, but I couldn't. Morgana comes and she might kill Thresh. I don't know. Yeah, she kills Thresh with Ignite, which is good. It's Aatrox, and then like the tower stopped shooting there. That sucked. His passive should have been popped, but it doesn't matter. So the reason why we end up losing this game is that Vayne gets 6 kills and we never target her in team fights. There's no real need to watch the entire game. It's not that interesting, I'm going to be completely honest. So this is more so just a commentary of early jungle Nautilus. And while Nautilus, I think, is still a decent jungler, a lot of people would disagree, and for the most part say if you're going to play someone like Nautilus who is a support jungle, just like Nunu is a support jungle, you need to have people who can consistently put out damage that will benefit from your peel. Because now we're getting to about the 20-minute mark, and yeah, I have Locket, yeah, I have Spirit Golem, and yeah, I have Boots of Mobility, but other than peel, I can't do damage. So that's the downside to playing Nautilus for those of you that are watching. If you like playing Nautilus, you need to have a team that can do a consistent amount of damage. So actually having Vayne on your team as Nautilus is like the best thing ever, because you just have massive peel for her and she will literally just KO the entire team. So Nautilus and Vayne as a team is great. Nautilus versus a Vayne, not good. Because yeah, I can peel, but in the late game, it just doesn't really matter versus this team, because Caitlyn consistently is enabled to kill their tanks faster than Vayne chunks us down. And Caitlyn can't get in range to kill Vayne because she has a Renekton and Aatrox on her constantly. So we'll go ahead and stop the video here. Thanks for watching, guys. This was just kind of a quick little commentary on early jungle Nautilus. I ended up 5-0-5 to start, which is great. I thought I made some good plays, but overall I don't feel like I made plays bot enough. I helped Jax, which was fine, and I went bot every now and then, but I don't think I necessarily did it in the right way. Maybe if I had circled around through blue jungle rather than going down river, or maybe if I had just bought more pinks, or if I had asked Nami to pink the lane more. I don't know. I don't know if it's necessarily my fault. I don't know if it's bot's fault. I'm not going to really blame anyone. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned a couple things just from some of the plays made in this video. Playing Nautilus isn't really hard, it's pretty straightforward, but overall, honestly, I would say if you're going to learn jungle, learn someone that fits better in the meta. Unless you know someone you have someone you can depend on, play someone who can carry a bit better, like Vi, Lee Sin, Zac, Aatrox, just someone who can be a bit more of a bruiser jungle in fights, because while peeling is great, if you can't actually kill the hyper carry, it doesn't really do you any good. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.